was born of quirk, part 2. Last part we were talking about the entrance exam. This part we'll be talking about the USJ attack and the exam, the beginning exam. Let's go. Okay, after the entrance exam, they came back. They went inside and they saw this man in their class. They didn't know who he was, and he looked like he never slept in a long time. It was Mr. Aizawa. They looked at him and thought, this is going to be actually our teacher? He looks like he's never slept in 15 days. Then he told them, go downstairs now. Go outside now. We're going to be having a test. Everyone was shocked. They were just asked by someone they don't even know to go downstairs. Then he says that if you do not go downstairs outside and at right time, you're going to be expelled. And he said, and then everyone started to argue with saying, you can't do that. And then Mr. Aizawa said, I expelled an entire class before. Do you really think I'm going to get in trouble for expelling 3 people? Afterwards, they saw that he's actually serious. They left and went downstairs. Afterwards, they were doing the tests. Now, if you watch the anime, you saw every test they did. But in this, everything goes as normal, except the ball throw. So, in the ball throw, what happens is that Deku takes the ball, puts it all in his hands, and then throws it as fast as he can and as hard as he can. He did it just like how Bakugo does with the explosion, but instead of exploding it, the ball starts to burn and burn. As it gets lighter and lighter, it starts to fall down, and it falls down. He got the second highest score. First Uraka, then him, then Bakugo. Bakugo felt very angry, as it didn't make sense to him. How could this little brat able to do it, able to get a higher score than me? How? He was about to go hit it, but then Mr. Aizawa stopped him. He then said, show me your hand, Izuku. He showed him. His hand was burned. He then said that this is what happens when you use your quirk too much. How are you going to become a hero if every single time you just throw a ball, it burns your hand? And then Deku says, no, give me another one. Mr. Aizawa sees in Deku's eye that he's going to do it. Then Deku does something different. Every single time Deku throws a ball, he's using all of his force. But if he concentrates it, then he might not just burn his hand. And that's exactly what he does. He starts to control the ball. Not only controlling it, but making the fire not go everywhere, but close to inside it. The ball starts to heat up and turn red. Mr. Aizawa starts to think that maybe he's going to burn himself doing that, but doesn't stop because he doesn't know what's going to happen. And then he throws it. He goes, I think, 50 more miles than he normally did. Mr. Aizawa was impressed. He saw that Deku was able to not only not burn his hand, but was able to make the ball go farther. And this is him just using himself. He didn't tell him anything about that. He did it all himself. Mr. Aizawa saw potential in Deku. In this anime, Mineta gets expelled because I'm not sure if anyone really likes Mineta. Now we're going to the USJ attack. During the USJ attack, what happens is that everything goes as normal. Android 13 starts to talk about the place, and yes, the villain attack happens. But in this series, Mineta isn't there because he got expelled, which means when they get teleported everywhere, it's only Suyu and Deku who gets teleported to the shipwreck zone, not Mineta, because he's not there. Due to this, it's going to be very much harder for them because of the fact if Mineta isn't there, then the villains won't be stuck. They can still get out, making the thing extremely hard. But in this series, Deku is more of a leader. He isn't as scared. He feels like he can do it. And that even if he does fail, that just means he's building up. Remember, in this story, he has more fiery personality. He is not scared, and he will not be scared. Because in this series, it has more confidence. He's not bullied, but his fire quirk makes him have a fire personality. I think I just said this thing 3 times. Anyways, let's keep going. Next in the series, what happens is that Deku does something that his friend Bakugo did. He puts his hands behind his back, and then Suyu starts to get away from him because she knows what's gonna happen. The villain starts to look at them. The villains in the water starts to look and say, "What's this kid gonna do? Run?" And then fire burns everywhere. He starts to fly, and then stops for a moment, and then yells at Suyu, "Suyu!" And then Suyu looks at him, and then starts to whip out her tongue and launch at him. Remember, Deku stopped for a minute so he wouldn't burn her tongue, because burning her tongue would actually kill her. Next, Suyu gets launched onto him, and then Deku takes Suyu's tongue and throws her to the next place. Then Deku starts to use his fire again. However, using the fire does take a lot of his energy because of the fact that, remember, he can still burn himself, and his fire is like his stamina. He then starts to gracefully burn down his way there, and then sees the Nomu. He sees the Nomu fighting Mr. Aizawa and wants to go help. Before he can, he sees Suyu about to be attacked. He sees that Suyu is about to be attacked by Shigaraki. He then gets pissed off and shoots a fireball. Great Infernal Ball! It explodes in his face and he gets launched away. Suyu then sees that she's unharmed. What? Deku then also sees that and notices it.